Hey everybody, Jason back with another movie review, and this time I'm continuing the Vacation series. I would love to get the four knocked out before the next one in the franchise comes out, and that's the newest Vacation movie. Excuse me. This time I am going to be talking about National Lampoon's European Vacation. And again, I only have these on DVD. I have them in a book, a large book, with another set of bunch of other movies. So one of these days, I would like to get them all on Blu-ray as a set because I do love these movies. So again, European Vacation. Not quite sure exactly when it came out. I guess it might have been 1985, I think. So a couple years after the original. We'll go ahead and go over some of the some of the actors and actresses that played in this, and there's not quite a lot on here that are memorable, honestly. You have Chevy Chase, obviously, who comes back and plays Clark Griswold. You have Beverly D'Angelo, who plays Ellen Griswold. She comes back for this one, and then that's basically it. That's where things start getting a little weird because they couldn't get Anthony Michael Hall back as Rusty because he was doing weird science, from what I understood. So he did weird science, so they couldn't get him. And so they also said, hey, let's not bring back the original daughter. Which in the previous video I did, I couldn't remember her name. It's Audrey Griswold. So this time, Rusty is played by Jason Lively, and Audrey's played by Dana Hill. And Rusty was alright. He wasn't that bad, but it was obviously a copycat, a knockoff of Anthony Michael Hall. It was a redheaded kid, and it had the same features as him, but it just not the same. It just wasn't the same feel. I didn't feel the same mannerisms or anything like that. And the same thing goes with the daughter, Audrey, who could have done without, honestly. And the whole time in this movie, it's kind of annoying, honestly. And she has a boyfriend named Jack, who's played by William Zabka, who, if you don't recall who that is, he was he was on the Cobra Kai on the original Karate Kid, the blonde hair guy who played every bad guy in the 80s, pretty much, So he played a little part in here, but that's all she's talking about this entire time, because they go on this vacation. He doesn't go there with them, obviously, so it's a family trip. I'll restart that right there. Sorry about that. So basically, again, you have Jack as William Zabka. You have, and I'll just go over one more, I think. You have Eric Idle, who plays the English bike rider. And I only mention him because this guy is absolutely hilarious in here. Well, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so I'll back up. Basically, in the very beginning, they're on a TV game show called Pig and a Poke. And they win a grand prize on a a European vacation, all exclusive. Everything is supposed to be top of the line, the best hotels and everything, best service. So that's basically it. And they get it by accident. That part's pretty funny. Another thing that kind of bothered me, I don't know what it is or why it bothers me, but in the original movie and the ones in the future, Griswold is spelled Griswold. And in this one, for one reason or another, they spelled it Griswold with an A. Griswald. I have no idea why they would do that. So, and again, I'm probably the only person that it is bothered by that, but I thought I'd throw that in there, especially if you didn't know that. Go ahead and check it out. It's the only one that is like that. So basically, after they go on their vacation, which is it was a good idea. It's definitely a good idea to go to different places, especially overseas. They go to England. England is the first place that they go to, and there's just little things that are absolutely hilarious in this. I won't go every one, but the first one that is on top of my head is when they're checking in the hotel, and there's a British guy who has a very strong English accent, and Clark has this little thing that translates English to other languages, and Rusty's like, "Oh, yeah, they're speaking English, but it's so hard to understand them. It's very strong." But so that was funny. Then there's a couple other funny things about the hotel I won't really go into, but they did notice when they go inside of the hotel, it's by far the same standards that I guess you would have thought. So very funny, small hotel. So you'll just have to see it. Go ahead and watch it. It's hilarious just for that part like that. Then they go on a tour, and they have a car, and of course, being in Europe and being in England, they have to do the little gag where Clark Griswold goes in the wrong side of the car, and so there's a lot of those little gag laughs, and then you do get a laugh out of it, and I'll still chuckle here and there, every time I watch it. But you notice how friendly the English are to the Americans, and I'll bring that up because the next trip that they go on, it's opposite. But they keep on getting in an accident. He doesn't know which side of the road to drive on, and they're so friendly. He runs over Eric Idle, and the guy is bleeding out of his wrist, and his bike is totaled. He says something like, I got another leg, I got two of them, or something like that. And they offer to pay for his hospital bills, and he's like, "Oh, no need for money." And it was, it's just absolutely hilarious. So basically, after that, they go on a trip to France, and France is totally opposite of that. They show how not mean, but they just don't like Americans. It appears, and you think the rich French cuisine. You think it'd be absolutely great. Well, you notice that when they go over to do it, it's out of a box, and they put it in there, and they put a little flag in it. So, and then there's some places where the French will speak French, and there's a little subtitle down below, and you read it, and it does. They think they're saying one thing when they're actually saying something bad. So that part was pretty funny the first couple times I saw it, but. So they go to Rome after that, and I'm skipping through some things that happen. So there are some memorable moments in each of this, but I'll just skip past it. I'll just let you watch it. So they go to Rome. Same kind of thing happens. They get into trouble. There's a lot of copying going on each place they go to. Honestly, so. They get into some trouble, and they finally make it back to America. That's the end of it. They fly back to America, and that's the end of it. There's a little ending to it that's, it's funny, but it ends on a kind of a funny note. But that's basically it. I'm gonna cut this one off a little shorter than normal. Is it better or as good as the original? Absolutely not. I don't think I wouldn't put that there, but it's still funny. So I think the other movie I put 8 out of 10. I will put 6 out of 10 on this one. It's still definitely watchable. Great one to watch, especially if you like Chevy Chase and some of the slapstick humor. But there was a couple things missing out of here that I didn't mention. One of them, Cousin Eddie, which again was played by Randy Quaid. He is totally missing from this film, and I really think that they missed out on that one. So honestly, they should have got him for this one. in the future ones, you'll notice that they do bring them back. So thank God about that one. And then again, the kids, that part of it was missing, the original kids, which you'll never get back again, honestly. So that's my feeling about it. I don't know why. I just feel that the original kids were the best and had the best personalities for each one of them. And it changed every film. So, all right, everybody. Again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would appreciate very much. Watch the rest of my reviews. Critique them if you want to. Give comment on anything of them. Go to my Facebook page. If you go to facebook.com/DVD Review Dude, or you can just do a search on Facebook for DVD Review Dude, and you'll find it there. Go ahead and give that page a like, and I'll update the this YouTube channel on there, so you'll get your updates there as well, and some links to it. So, and I'll continue promoting Periscope. If you do use Periscope, I would love to do a live feed, a live review on something with you guys. I don't think I have anybody yet there, so I haven't done anything yet. So once I start even getting one person, I'll do it. So I've done Periscope with other things, and it seems like a fun thing. I would love to do that with you guys. So thank you very much for joining, and I will see you next time with another review, and I will also see you next time with Christmas Vacation. So have a good day, and we will talk to you later.